Welcome to today's money class. I made a promise that I'd be back with more money talks, and this one is one of my favorites. I mean, I have so many money talking favorite things because I just love talking about money, but this one is my favorite for like you. And it's something that I ask myself when it comes to my finances. Like, why do I even care to be financially, why do I care to be financially literate? Why do I care about my financial well-being? What is my intention? And the question that I've asked many clients before, and also myself and friends, and just people that I have conversations with about money, is what is your money mission statement? And I'm laughing because I feel like mine has changed every year, and that's a good thing. It's not necessarily good or bad, it's just, right? Like I talked about how we evolve in my last video. My mission statement has evolved. I think in the beginning, my mission statement, my money mission statement, was more focused on myself as an individual and my family, my lineage, right? My first money mission statement that I ever made was that I wanted to be financially literate, achieve financial wellness, because I wanted to do that for my mom. It wasn't really just for me, it was for my mom who came here from the Philippines and built a life of opportunity for me. And, this time around, I've shifted the money mission statement to being inclusive of the collective. And not just inclusive, but centering the collective too, just as much as, you are centering yourself. Another follow-up question to add to the money mission statement really is, how will you use your financial well-being, your financial literacy, and your economic empowerment to be a glimmer of change when it comes to your individual self, but also the collective? I think that both are synonymous with one another, because I feel like when you are financially empowered and you use that empowerment to empower others around you, empower the collective, I think it's a ripple effect. But yeah, I wanted to walk you through your money mission statement by sharing my own for the year of 2021. My 2021 individual money mission statement is that I want to be rich. And I want to be rich because I want to be a more just and economic ally to Black women, Indigenous women, and POC people. And I'm including POC in myself because I feel like my Filipinic side has been in the shadow, and I'm done splitting myself, separating myself, and want to be inclusive to that because I want to be more immersed in my culture and my identity, whether it be supporting Filipinics businesses, doing spiritual work, ancestry work, which is something I have yet to do, but it is like the first thing that I want to do when I am rich. And another thing I want to add is that when I'm saying I want to be rich so I can do XYZ things, being rich is what your definition of being rich is. I think that in this culture, and I mentioned that in my last video, we think being rich has to look and quack a certain way, and it really doesn't. It is, you have the power to build your own narrative for yourself when it comes to being rich. And for this year, being rich means to me, I want to be making $10,000 a month. That is my version of being rich. I could achieve all the things that I want to achieve for this year, 2021, all my financial goals, all my contributions to, BIPOC people, and all my contributions to myself and my own financial wellness, especially with spiritual work. I want to hire a spiritual coach or shaman. There's a Filipinx shaman that I really want to work with, and they are rightfully charging whatever they're charging. I don't want to say expensive, because while it might seem expensive to other people, for me it's a rightful charge. I'm like, yeah, like I want to be spending $200, $400 a month on these things, because I really feel like it would be beneficial to me and my financial wellness and my personal liberation. So not even just financial wellness, just liberation in general, which is financial wellness is inclusive of that. That is my individual money mission statement. And a part of that individual money mission statement for me is that I want to do these things because I want to break the generational trauma that has been passed down to me. And financial wellness and liberation, economic justice is a part of that. My mother grew up in the Philippines in poverty and had no choice but to escape so she could come here and be safe and survive. So I want to get out of the survival mode and lean in and embrace the thrive mode of my life, which is for my ancestors. Yeah, and for my mother, and for my sibling and my family, just everybody. And for my country, where I'm from. So that is my individual money mission statement. Now, I like to balance this with, what is your money mission statement for the collective? And by the collective, I mean like the world, humanity, the world, earthlings, right? For Mother Nature. What is your money mission statement for the collective? And mine is, I want to be paying reparations. So it's not giving. I'm not giving reparations. I want to pay reparations. I want to be a contributor to closing the racial wealth gap. And that is something that I believe so strongly in. We don't need to rely on the US government to say, oh yeah, we kind of screwed everyone here when we robbed Black and Indigenous people of their vitality and livelihood and well-being. They robbed them, and we don't have to wait for the US government to say, yes, we should pay reparations. We can all do that ourselves as individuals for the collective. If you are white or white passing, you can do that yourself. You don't have to have someone else tell you to do that. And if you do, here I am telling you. And I just really believe in being a part of closing the racial wealth gap. Because the thing is that, people think that, reparations, why do I have to do that when I wasn't there? Or why do I have to contribute to that? What would me contributing to closing the racial wealth gap mean for me? If someone wants individual incentive, it clears up, and this is something Sonia Renee Taylor had written in her Buy Black Debt Back program. It really is a time for you to clear up the mess that your ancestors made and the mess that is still being made today. I feel like it's a spiritual activism is what I believe reparations is. And these are just my money, this is my money mission statement, right? So, maybe your money mission statement, your individual one, is that you want to be able to start your own business, right? Like, I want to start my own business. That's my money mission statement. That is why I want to achieve financial well-being and have financial literacy in my life, because I want to start my own business and I want to be my own boss, which is great, right? You have more authority by working for yourself to be a glimmer of change, depending on, and there's people that don't work for themselves, that work at great companies, but I feel like you as an individual have more control in creating that for yourself instead of relying on another business to do that by working for another business. How will that ripple effect into the collective? Well, like, I want to start my own business and I want to be able to hire more Black women at my company, or I want to hire a queer graphic artist. Or maybe you're starting an art curation business and you want to make more museums that center queer, trans, BIPOC people, and you want to pay artists, right? Like, that is a collective effort. And so we often think that money is just so individualistic and that we don't have the power to be glimmers of change in this world with our dollars and with our financial well-being. So I urge you to make your own money mission statement. Remember, what is your money mission statement? And the follow-up question to that is, how will you use your financial empowerment on an individual level, like for yourself, and also for the collective? How will you use your financial empowerment to be a glimmer of change? And there you have it. Once you have a money mission statement, it is so much easier to do these things. It's so much easier to save. It's so much easier to make more money. It is so much easier to have abundance in your life because you are announcing it to yourself and to the world and to the universe, and you're putting it out there and you're making it known. You are literally putting your desires by writing this down on a piece of paper or typing it, whatever your preference is, and actualizing it. So get to it, write your money mission statement, and drop a comment below if you do feel called to share, or call a friend and share that with them. That way you know that there's someone out there that knows this and it will be asking you, hey, you wrote this money mission statement. Are you doing it? Are you doing the things? Are you saving? Are you, applying for more jobs? Are you pitching your company to investors? Are you, donating or supporting or paying reparations? Like, are you doing this? And it just holds you more accountable to your word. And like I said before, and you'll probably hear me saying this over and over again in these videos, is it's about time we put our money where our mouth is. So I'm gonna end it there. Thank you for listening to yet another money talk. I hope it resonated with you, and stay shiny. Stay shiny. I will see you next time.